Kev. What up, Kev?
What's happening?
Chilling. What's the word, big dog? How you feel?
Man, I'm trying to see what's up with all this house nigga shit you be on, man.
What you mean?
What's up with you on reparations?
What about it?
Why you so against reparations for the field niggas?
Do you consider yourself a field nigga?
Yes, sir. I'm not a house nigga like you and Freezy.
Okay. All right.
That's a big thing we got going on. We got the house niggas and the field niggas.
What I am? What am I?
You laughing, but look, Freezy. I bet you want to ride through one of these sundown towns right now. Yeah, ride through a sundown town right now since white supremacy ain't alive, right? Y'all say white supremacy ain't alive, but ride through a sundown town because you know they still irrelevant, right?
It's some
sundown town.
I'm listening, bro. Listen, I feel more comfortable riding down a sundown town than I do riding through the hood to where you from.
For sure, I believe you because them house niggas was comfortable in the house with Master. They was very comfortable. Yeah.
All
You
right,
think Master love you, huh? You see what happened to Diddy for not using his platform for reparations? The ancestors.
Yeah, bro. We're gonna pause for a second. We're gonna get back to that. But I gotta touch on this here, bro. Because I know you like you some Anton. I like Anton content.
Yes, sir.
But that other cat that's on there, that's my boy Freezer. That's my boy from the city, man. He from Hayes City, man. Like I know him, and I know he ain't no house nigga. And I hope that anybody, but I mean that term house nigga, bro. Just in your terms, what do you feel is your interpretation of a house nigga?
Man, I don't. To be honest with you, man, and we're gonna put it in today's terms, I think when people think of a house nigga, man, I think they speak about black people who feel that they have reached their pinnacle or they have taken the next step to be either what we want to call successful or have some monetary gain, and people feel they look down on the other black people or the other Negroes who are lesser than. And anything that house nigga says, nobody wants to listen to it. That's my opinion.
And the way he's using it,
yeah.
Or I might be misinterpreting, buddy. But in his terms, he's saying a house nigga is a nigga that ain't down for the cause. It's like you can't be, as you say, conservative and still not be down for the cause. You can't date outside your race and still be down for the cause, for the black cause.
Yeah.
House nigga. So you ain't riding when he say I would say this. I would definitely give myself that terminology.
Which one?
Of a field nigga. I'm gonna be real. I will give myself that because I'm for the cause.
Yeah.
But I ain't for no silly shit. I don't care what damn niggas say. You ain't setting me up for no rule poop. I'm not just going. I feel like
don't think that's the house. You don't think that's the house nigga though?
No, I think a house nigga is one that's damn. How can I interpret this? This is a good one here, boy. When I see
what I said, like I look at the house nigga as the person who I think they could still be down for the cause, but they're gonna feed you reality.
No, that's you got
to think about. Let's think about it this way.
Comfortable media. That's where I am. I consider myself that fear nigga, but I got a healthy dose of reality.
But think about this. Let's put it in this terms. Let's go deeper. If you compare a field nigga to a house nigga back in slavery, right? Who actually had the most inside information?
The house nigga. Of course.
So the house nigga is going to be the one who tries to pass on the information to the other people who aren't ready to receive it.
Yeah, so I'm that. So we can put it like this right here. So I'm the field nigga, but I'm the mediator. between the house nigga and the field nigga.
So you like a Harriet Tubman.
I'm still out here in the field, but I'm still bringing back the information which masses is giving out, and I'm bringing it back to my people so they can understand it.
So you like a Harriet Tubman.
I'm Luther. I told you I'm Luther, bro. You can say it the way you want to say it, and you can articulate it the way you like, and I'm gonna be the one that's gonna go back and say, well, see what he was trying to say, Play Black. Yeah, we know you don't want to be out here in this field, but you gotta play the game. You know what I'm saying? It's like when we talk about code switching.
Yeah.
When we talk about code switching, I have no problem with somebody having to put on their, professional voice. Like the movie Sorry to Bother You. Because you got to put on your professional voice in order to, navigate through the space in which you are in your corporate, your corporate lane, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
Being that I'm in my field, I can be who I am, and I don't have to code switch for nobody. I don't care if it's a white dude, black dude, Spanish dude, whoever in my chair. We men. When it comes, we're men. We're relatable. It doesn't work that way in the corporate lane. It doesn't work that way. So I understand if I'm riding with my homeboy, has to take a call from work, and he has to, sure, yeah, most definitely, sure, yeah, I'll definitely be there. Okay, no problem. I'm gonna be like, bro, do your thing, bro. I'm not gonna believe that, oh man, nigga, see how you switch up, nigga, when you get on the phone with the No, that ain't me. I'm gonna salute you. Bro, do what you gotta do, bro. Hey, I know what it is. You have to be realistic and understand. Now, when the ones who say, "Oh, this is that," doesn't exist, and that's just bull. If that's the case, then there will be no code switching.
But we create all these terms though, Plug. Mm-hmm. We as African Americans create code switching. We created a field nigga, house nigga. Like we create the black, the dark skin, light skin. I'm just
the field nigga, the house nigga was a term for them.
I know. It's in this Willie Lynch letter that I'm telling everybody about. But it also talked about that they created those terms to keep us separated. And I think that's the issue. We continue to perpetuate the letter instead of saying, you know what? I don't care if you're a field nigga. I don't care if I'm a house nigga. Who's making sense in this conversation? And we're going to move forward. That's my thing.
And that's right. And if you're the one with the more information, you have to make it make sense because there is an ignorance involved. There is a sort of ignorance involved because they haven't seen the things that you've seen. They haven't reached the heights that you've reached. So they feel left behind. You know what I'm saying? Like when he was telling about the reparations.
Yeah.
Or his term, respirations. Nigga said
breaths. He talking about breaths.
That nigga was talking about respirations. Okay, well, reparations is what are we talking about? Me, myself, I'm not going to sit around and wait for it either.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be on the front line trying to go get it either. But when if it does come, I will gladly accept it.
Do you think we deserve that?
I think that we deserve everything that other races have landed here in the great, United States of America on this great soil, and we deserve just as much opportunity as they do. When it talks about redlining, that existed. When it talks about there's a lot of marginalizing that happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm witnessing that firsthand right now, present day.
Yeah.
It's not happening to me, but it's happening to someone in my circumference. As we speak, every day they go out and try to make sales. People are answering the door saying that they want to speak to the intelligent one. Being that he wants to speak to the white one and not the black one. And the young black male is very intelligent and very capable.
Yeah.
And probably a lot more sharper than the other one. You might be talking to the butter knife. You might be requesting the butter knife and you just denied the ginsu. You feel me? But that's just the world. That's the world. And when people speak as if that doesn't exist, it's just not in your lane, but it does exist. So I'm the Luther that's mediating between those two sides. I want us to be together.
Yeah.
I speak for togetherness. Now all the riffraffs and the rooted poops, keep them where they are. The riffraffs and the rooted poops, the ones that don't want to pull up, the ones that don't, bro, maybe you'll make your mind up 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 years from now, then we'll be ready to accept you.
Yeah.
In that sense. But right now, while we're on this incline, we ain't got time to be playing. Now the ones that have made it, now if you've reached the pinnacle in your life that you can reach back and help others, preferably the youth.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then you do so. You know what I mean? But that terminology, house nigga, yeah, it is in our community, it is a derogatory term.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't use that term. I would say the ones that are going to gather that information and using that information, not just gathering it, but using it. Now, the one who choose to seek it, I look for the seekers who are a field nigga. If you're a field nigga, you should always be a seeker. You should be a seeker of this information.
Yeah. But I feel like also we are silent until we are in a struggle. Like that's what I've noticed with Black people. We hear a lot of people use that word selective outrage, but I think we're silent until we're like, if we're not impacted, we don't use our voice. We only use our voice when we are directly impacted. And I tell people that all the time, and people look at me like, no, those things don't compare. They don't. Yeah, they do compare. Everything compares. Like everything has an opposite and equal reaction. I tell people that all the time, is that the outrage you have for Carmelo Anthony, you got to have that for every Black person that's associated with a crime or maybe not guilty. You got to have that energy everywhere you go, because if you don't, the white man sees that. So now all we got to do is put y'all against each other.
Right.
Because y'all don't even stand with each other when it's about just your people. You know what I mean? Like old boy who just escaped from the jail in was it Baton Rouge they were in?
Yeah.
Like he coming on the stream talking about he guilty and he was let out of prison, and where people doing donations for him? Who's trying to give him the best lawyer?
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Yeah. And everybody gonna be like, man, those different things. No, man. Why y'all not trying to help him?
It's not. And I wanted to do one on that as well.
Yeah.
See how you felt about that one, because that one, like, even the charges don't even add up to life. The charges don't even add up to life. In out of the 49 states, bro, that don't even add up to life. This is crazy. And when I hear certain things, certain things that trigger me when people say that this doesn't exist, I'll be like, are you you nuts?
I definitely think that stuff. I feel like everything exists, but I refuse to give it energy.
Yeah,
because I see too many people around me who made it out.
You're not giving it energy because if you give it energy, you have to give everything energy.
Yeah, like you'll be fighting everything all day, like
everybody.
And then you're gonna fall into the stereotype of exactly what they think we are.
Right. Now, that will also give to that terminology to the house nigga, because they feel like you're not riding for the cause. You're not riding for the cause. So you're just silent, like they would say Michael Jordan. You don't know what Michael Jordan has done silently behind the scenes. They say, oh, he ain't said nothing. He ain't been around for nothing, man. I don't rock with Mike, man. Mike don't beat up for nothing. You don't know what Mike does. Oh, Mike on the prison, this, that, and the third. Like Mike don't ride for nothing. So they'll just say Michael Jordan is just that. Throw him in that category without knowing, because they're ignorant to the things that he has done behind the scenes. So that is a situation like wow, like that point you made about you haven't, y'all going to get the best, y'all sending all this money for this young boy, but you're not sending money for this dude.
Yeah,
because they feel like, oh, he a criminal.
Yeah,
I don't believe what he's saying because he already locked up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is an innocent young man. These white boys stepped down on him and he stood his ground. So it's different. No, it's
black.
Same thing with that black railroaded, but
yeah, same thing with the black dad in Cincinnati, whose son got shot by the cop. He ran over a cop. Y'all ain't outraged about that. Y'all just letting it go by the wayside. And when I say this for the people who are watching it, I understand there are small groups and small individuals who are probably trying to do something for these individuals, but y'all aren't as loud as y'all were for the other person. You got to keep the same energy every day. And that's why I said, like, it gets to a point where you got to pick your battles in the black community, because the black community, again, they want you to apologize for everything. They want you to be on their side about everything. And white folks don't do that, man. Like, I tell everybody, Ty Chris, he went to Nordstrom's to go shopping. That nigga did Fed time and went shopping when he got out for some underwear in Nordstrom.
You know what I'm talking about? But hey, bro, if everybody was on the front line for everything that happened to black folk, bro, that shit tiresome, bro. You be on every scene,
But that's what they want, though, Plug. That's what they want when it fits down. That's what I said. When somebody's impacted, that's what they want. They want everybody to be on the front line, just like Jamal Bryant wanted everybody to boycott Target. Why? Yeah. Why? Y'all ain't got nothing from Target.
I don't shop at Target anyway. I really don't, man. Yeah, let's get back. Let's get back to this video.
Ancestors coming.
The ancestors.
Wait. Bro.
Platform for reparations.
Bro, hold on, bro. Slow down. Caller, what's your name again? What's your name?
Kevin.
Reparationist.
His name is
Kevin. You seem like a very pro-black guy. You know, hey, okay, so listen. Are you familiar with Nat Turner?
Are you familiar with these sundown towns?
Bro, you can't answer a question with a fucking question.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I'm familiar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know how Nat Turner got deleted? Do you know how he got deleted?
That I don't know what that got to do with today.
A field nigga told on his ass.
Okay, and niggas still telling today.
Listen to what I'm telling you. You niggas. No, listen what I'm telling you, bro. No, listen, bro. Because if you don't learn nothing, you're gonna learn nothing. You're gonna learn something tonight.
Have you ever been told on before?
No, listen, bro. Just chill, bro. What I'm telling you is, you're talking foolish. If you really care, no, listen. Listen, bro. Listen. If you really care, you would do your due diligence. Because it seems like you fake no history and you don't know shit. Okay?
I know I'm a nigga. I know I'm a nigga in America.
Just stay a nigga. Stay a nigga.
How about that, nigga?
Hey, Anton sit on that bitch looking unbothered. See, I think Fred is like me. You understand? I got time today. You done came at me sideways, called me a house nigga. I'm the mediator, nigga. I've been where you at. I'm trying to get with my boy. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, I feel it. Like, he's like, hold on, nigga, you see the pain coming out of your neck, boy. Hold on, nigga, you ain't learned nothing.
But you see how resistant he still is to the learning.
Yeah.
He don't even want to hear him.
Because he hell bent. He hell bent on that.
All he know is nigga. That's what he said. I'm a nigga. Oh,
yeah. And I feel you, bro. But I feel you. I feel you. I feel your I feel that oomph and that passion. Put that same passion into your community.
Yeah.
Don't and attacking your own kind, bro. Attacking your own kind, bro, is never gonna solve anything.
I'm gonna tell you something, Plug, and I know you know because you. So I tell people, I did 20 years in the most racist thing you can do in life, the military.
Well,
I never seen anybody fight. Nobody ain't fighting for black people in the military like they fighting for trans not being in the military. They're not like everything that they're trying to move away from the military. Nobody talks about like what was it? I retired in 2024. In 2022, they started doing a study because they noticed that more black people were receiving write-ups, Article 15s, LORs compared to their counterparts that were different races. So, and for y'all who don't know, I was in DC where a lot of this stuff go on. So they started doing all these studies, but nobody talked about it. It was nowhere in the news. It was nobody protesting for us. You know, like, and that's what I tell people, that energy that people are giving. I see so many people on my social media page that now retired and now they want to act like they pro-black. When I see y'all doing all the non-pro-black stuff, kissing butt to promote, doing everything that Master was telling you in the house. And that's what I'm telling people, like, I told people for 20 years I was in one of the most racist systems in the world, dog. The military is not what people think it is. You know what I mean?
They completely confused, bro.
Completely confused. I tell people all the time, you know, I had some great white friends, but I also had some white people who tried to destroy my career multiple times because I was always outspoken. I was always trying to look out for everybody. That stuff gets you nowhere, man, because nobody really gonna push the cause.
No, ain't nobody gonna go there like that.
Nobody gonna push the cause.
They ain't gonna go there like that.
I tell people, it was God I retired. God made sure I retired. That was the only person that made sure I retired, dog.
The first person that showed me about being, going to the VA and being service connected and all that good stuff, bro, was a Spanish cat. Cordero. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. Like, that was the first one that showed me, how to get there, do what I needed to do, having these issues, medical issues. And he the first one that showed me that, bro. And if he wasn't on his pills, he'd be clinically insane.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he showed love. Just one day he came in the barbershop and was just talking, bro, just rapping and just and I'm like, hold on. If I had just dismissed him, I would have missed the whole situation. And that happens a lot, especially in our community. You be sitting around and you, instead of listening to what the other side is trying to say and trying to make an alliance with them, you go against the grain and dismiss all the information that's coming, and then you're left out in the dark. You're still in the same place. Like, every day you should try to enter that day being better than you was the day before, having more information than you did the day prior. Come on, man. Like,
people forget too, man. Y'all forget, man. The military got killers, the grapers.
What?
They got petty, they got pedophiles, everything. People forget that the military is nothing but its own community, its own world that y'all just don't get to see. We got prisons all over. Leavenworth, Kansas, we got them everywhere.
Fort Seal, Oklahoma.
Yeah, like, people don't get that. Y'all just don't get to see what's going on behind the curtain.
I went in the military a time where they used to give you options, whether you can go to jail or you can go to the military. So I was in there with some real Crips. I was in there with some real Bloods. I was in there with some real GD. I'm talking about like second generation, third generation. Like, what is you talking about? Man, listen, man. And these guys ended up, they got an opportunity to see something different. They escaped the area or the town, the section, the set that they were from. And most of these guys said, man, instead of doing 10 years in prison, I'm doing 20 years in the military.
Yeah.
But at the same time, to their core, they hop up out of it and go right back, where they from. You know what I mean? And I want to see how many of these cats are really legitimately trying to put some energy into their community.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because most of them say, man, I'm focused on me and mine. That's 80% of black folk. I'm focused on me and mine. I'm talking about the 80% of black folks who make it out and make it past or get over the hump. The ones that get over the hump, most of them they focus on me and mine, bro. That's it. Because it's too tiresome, bro. You've been fighting for the last 10, 15, 20 years of your life to finally get a peace of mind. And now you want to disturb my peace of mind with all these. We be out here fighting every day. What's something happening to black folks every day?
Yeah.
Every day is something going on. This one got killed. This kid got killed. His daddy killed his cop because of the kid. This kid stabbed this white kid. They always put us on the news, man, when we look like just some animals, man. And those are just isolated incidents.
Yeah, really
isolated incidents that get polarized on a daily basis, where we at war with ourselves, because you got the ones that man, he mad that you don't care. You know what I mean? And you don't care. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's too much to care. Bro, it's too much.
But your boy put all the, I don't know if you want to talk about it today, but your boy put all that's what that movie was.
What?
A bunch of isolated incidents. That then everybody on social media got half of the story, and then they support it without having the full story. But it's that fatigue, that black fatigue is real, man. It's real in the world. People hate that term, but black fatigue is real, man. It's tiresome, dog.
I think it's just more terms. You got more terms. I'm trying to keep up with Gen Z and all these damn abbreviations, bro. APT and GTD and man, I don't know what the hell that shit mean. I be like, I have to hit people up, like, bro, what APTD mean, man? What APP mean? I don't know what the hell that mean, man. It's too much keeping up with y'all, man. I gotta just stay in my bubble sometimes, bro. Man, let me take about a week or two off, man, from this goddamn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I need a week or two off from this shit, man, because there's always something going on with black folks.
It is. Never stop.
And somebody's gonna look at it, and I know you looked at it as well, saying that we go on an apology tour, Jonathan Majors, and Chris goes on, a run. He can turn this into paper. He did a couple of interviews in a little low budget movie that didn't nobody watch.
Yeah.
I swole up and all this right here for the movie and shit. You can do all this training. Ain't nobody come see that shit.
Yeah.
I don't even know the name of it. What's the name of it?
Magazine Dreams.
For real?
Yeah, Magazine Dreams.
Hey, man, I hate that happened to you, man, with that young lady, man, in that limousine, man. I know what my boy gonna say, but on behalf of all on behalf of the mediator, in between the house niggas and the field niggas, I want to say your ass shouldn't have been in there with her in the first place. You should have seen the signs.
But now he's gonna apologize for the rest of his life, trying to live to be a version of a black man he's not. Yeah,
and that's some bullshit. When you could just say, man, look, man, like I gotta give big props to Chris Brown. That shit happened to him. Don't nobody know what happened in that car. Both sides, they never said nothing else about that shit.
Yeah.
Still hold that against that young man.
What you think gonna happen to Jonathan Majors if him and Megan Good their marriage don't work out?
Oh, you already know. Oh, he like white women anyway. Look how he probably disrespected that black queen.
I tried, and she gonna come out on her tour. I tried to help him, and I couldn't help him. No, everybody know what type of woman you are too. The pastor exposed you too, Megan Good. Like I be telling you,
like why did these? Let me tell y'all something. Y'all some damn celebrities, man. Stop that shit, man. Why do y'all do that? You know what I mean? It's somebody who could be. They could be there for you, motivate you, and get you where you need to be. You don't have to. Oh, because we're both in the same industry. You can understand. Bitch, I can understand you gotta go to work, bitch. If just pick the right nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're a beautiful woman. It's gonna be tough. Yeah. It's gonna be tough because you're beautiful. I mean, shit, you going too long, nigga go miss you. Your little pretty self.
And you gotta think about it. I know people gonna call me a hater, but Jonathan Majors ain't no looker.
Nah.
He a black man with muscles. Y'all take the muscles away, y'all women wouldn't even look at him.
I'm pretty sure he's very educated. He's very intelligent.
He was a great actor.
It's just a great actor. Like, bro, that what's the one that was on Netflix? Him and Idris Elba, Regina King. Man, that movie was so hard, bro.
Was that the one when he was? No, that's Michael.
He was a cowboy.
Oh, you talking about
The Harder They Fall.
Harder They Fall.
Harder They Fall. Well, you did a great job in that. You know what I'm saying? Creed 3 was one of my favorite, but Creed 3 one of my favorite. Yeah. He gave it up in Creed 3, bro. Can't with nobody say.
Yeah, he did. He did his thing, man. He's a great
actor. He gave it up, man. Hey, he did his thing. But Chrisley gonna circle you, bro. And he probably gonna go back and do the same thing he did. But I want to do Daisy.
Who?
His Chrisley's side. I hope that do they see
who the white people
know? Because I think like there's no white fatigue.
No, because white people don't like the white people who have any power don't really have power. So the most powerful white class of people are the broke white people. Because you have to keep them. Because you got to think about it. Most black people complain because they're in a bad situation. They feel like they can't get out. How many white people do you hear complaining that are in a bad situation, living in trailer parks, living off of welfare? If y'all don't know, go look at the stats. There's more white women on government assistance than any other race. And boy, when they hurting, boy, they ain't got we grow up hurting, and then we find a way to maneuver. Like we find a way to maneuver, but when they hurting, boy, that's it. Boy, it ain't nothing. It ain't nothing, bro. They are hurting. Like they don't even have no Wi-Fi. They got an antenna in the house. You know, we got the barrel outside. We're throwing, anything we can in there. We're living off the land. We're going out to hunt fish for food. Like I know. But think about it. You can't divide the poor white and the rich white because they both look at themselves as white.
Hey,
we don't do that. We take the poor blacks are pissed off at the wealthy blacks or the middle class blacks, and then they think differently, and then they vote differently, and then they come out with different results. And that's what we don't understand. The poor white man is still voting for Trump just like the rich white man is.
Man,
like, and that's the most powerful people in the poor white are the most powerful.
Because they would look at all right. The poor black dude would look at the rich white dude, and just because he doing fairly better than him, he think that he should be helping him. Give me half. Like, bro, this shit is hard work. Like it. Not many interviews a black man probably got to go home for. Like I heard the struggle. I heard going like 15 interviews. Yeah, you probably. I bet out of the 15 interviews you went on Billy, you know what I'm saying? You probably turned down 7 because it wasn't to your standard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like motherfucker just pray for one except. You know what I'm saying? Like, did you get 15 denials, or was it just it wasn't in your range?
Yeah.
That's a difference. That's a difference between when you're dealing with that type of, just exclusion. When it's like, you done went and did 30 of them, and you got denied 30 of them.
Yeah,
you did 30, but you denied 20 because it just wasn't. It wasn't paying a living wage. I'm just trying to make some shape.
Yeah,
we come in the house and be like, damn, baby, you did 5, I did 650. We got 1,100. We're gonna make this shake.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this shake. We'll be noodles everywhere, ramen everywhere, white bread, ham and cheese everywhere, cereal and milk everywhere. Everybody losing weight right there. Ain't nobody counting carbs and macros. Everybody's trying to eat tonight. Bitch, by there, busting noodle soups down that bitch. Busting noodle soups. And you right said that just wasn't the standard. That's not the same struggle, cousin.
But you gotta respect them because they stand firm on they swear regardless. We ultimately, we ultimately will always break.
They're not
And settle. They're not going to settle.
Yeah, we're gonna settle.
We're gonna ultimately.
They ain't trying to be outside. We be anywhere but outside. Y'all love that camping and shit. Y'all that camping, sitting out under the stars, bitch, mosquitoes out there. Ain't nobody trying to be outside, bro. Ain't nobody trying to be outside. Hey, once you done taste it, taste the air, when you done taste that good life, nigga, I ain't trying to be back out there. No, sir. No, sir. So sometimes you say, I got some here. Get this $17 an hour here. I'll make this shit shake though.
Yeah.
The lights might be out, but the rent will be paid, but we are not going anywhere. You understand? Like, so they'll be in that trailer, you know what I'm saying, sitting that big with black mold and roaches and rats and shit, but you still on your principle.
So Plug, have you been out to Grand Prairie at the Trailers Village?
Yeah. I ain't been out there, but I know where it is.
Okay, you need to go out there.
Why was happening?
Because it's the perfect example of what we should be doing. So Trailer Village is probably 95% ran by Hispanics.
Okay.
So you go out there, it's like pretty much a flea market.
Mm-hmm.
Anything you need in life is out there. I'm talking about they got DeWalt tools, Milwaukee tools, they got clothes, they got bicycles, they got 25 gallons of Tide detergent for $25.
Damn.
Like they got but they're all there. It's supporting their community. And that's what I think we miss. They tinted windows out there. They can put mufflers and rims on your car right out there, right outside. Like, boom, you buy the rims, they put them on right over there under the shed. Like, they do everything there. Like, but when I was talking today, I said, man, we can be doing the same thing.
Same thing, yeah. You can have 5. I ain't gonna lie. Black community, I hope y'all listening to me live and clear. And we got 5 votes. Don't even talk about 10. We got 5 votes. It's gonna be one that's gonna be gun-ho with all the ideas and activity and majority of the money. It's gonna be his sidekick. His sidekick gonna be damn near on this level, but not quite. Then you're gonna have the third one. He's just gonna be the yes nigga, just whatever go. And then if majority rules with these 2 motherfuckers and they falling off, his ass gone too. We'll be left with 2 every damn time.
Yep. That's
so you don't have 4. And that's a very low percentage.
And I tell, like, you can
but a bitch will jump for something negative before they jump for something positive anytime. Well, I tell a bitch, we put 5 people together, say we finna rob that bank. Everybody can be down. Everybody, hold up. We want to go ready to break. Everybody gonna be ready to do this shit. As soon as I tell them that we're gonna put $100 a week into an account, man, we're gonna put $100 a week.
And Plug, nobody hating on each other. I'm talking about you literally got one over here selling the same drills than Pedro to the right of them. They ain't arguing, they ain't fighting, nobody ain't in your face talking about let's make a deal. It's just pure organic. Just go, man. It's amazing.
With the Indian people too.
Yep.
I done seen it with the Indian people too at a flea market.
Yep. And it's a couple black vendors out there, like a couple, like literally. I seen a young lady who had like a pop-up shop with more like the vintage clothes, the stuff that's popular now. And then I seen a black dude who made like custom stuff. But outside of that, man, it's Hispanic people looking out for Hispanic people. And the lady that I talked to today, she was over there about like the 4-wheelers and stuff. She said they've been out there for 25 years.
Wow.
25 years. And I know Trailers Village been around longer than that. So like, that's my thing. I'm like, man, it'll be easy to have like a black flea market.
Yeah.
And I think the first issue that we will have though is the name. Because that Trailers Village don't say Hispanic Village.
Nope.
It says Trailers Village.
Yeah. So that's
yeah. That'll be the first thing they say. Our stuff will be called Black Village, and it'll push everybody away. Nobody will come out.
Nobody coming out there. Then we don't think we gonna sell it fucking food. We be out there with ribs. Everybody selling ribs and chicken and goddamn everything that will give you diabetes and high blood pressure.
Plus, it's a barbershop out there at Trailers Village.
They do?
It's a barbershop, bro.
Wow. I know it's hot. It's outside.
No, it's inside. So like they got vendors outside. Some people pay more money if they want to have their business set up in like a storage unit. And then it's some like shops out there too that you can pay for. But
yeah,
it's huge, man. It's huge. It's probably about 10 or 12 football fields.
Yeah. Hey, let's get back to Kev, bro. Let's get back to Kev.
And then you asked me, you told me, Freezy, I bet you won't go through one of those sundown towns. Is there some money over there for Freezy? Because if it ain't no money over there, I ain't going.
No, it's white supremacy over here, nigga.
Well, what the hell I need to be over there for?
But you said it ain't that it ain't. You said it ain't no white supremacy, right?
Bro, you sound crazy as hell.
Ain't that what you said? Yo, Tyreek got y'all thinking white supremacy out there. Ain't that what you just said, nigga? You just said it.
Who?
I said what?
Right?
Quote me right. What I said?
A minute ago, you just said Tyreek and them got y'all thinking of white supremacy outside. You just said that, Freezy, a second ago.
I did not say that.
He didn't say that.
What you said? What you say?
I said, if you're gonna quote me right, quote me correctly, right? I said Umar Johnson and Tariq Nasheed has black people thinking when they go outside, systemic racism is going to keep them down forever.
Oh, okay.
Now, hold on, before you keep going, since you misquoted me, hold on. Before you keep going, and because you misquoted me, let me ask you something, nigga. Do you think that systemic racism is going to keep you down forever?
Oh yeah. Only thing is reparations.
Who is a dumbass nigga?
With your po ass.
You a dumbass nigga.
Nigga, that's why I just helped your ass a couple of weeks ago, nigga. Freeze, you need something?
How?
Freeze, you straight? You straight?
Anton,
Wait. Hold on.
Anton, don't
Wait.
Oh, all right, bruh. He jumped on a whole nother lily pad tonight.
He angry.
He the angry black man. He angry as hell.
He jealous.
If I check on you, I know everything at your house is in the straight. But I'm still gonna check for you straight. Everything good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, man, everything good over there. Yeah. Like I know that, man. That circle. He the leader of that circle, boy. That circle ain't doing nothing. That circle ain't doing nothing. Cause boy, he crazy as hell. That boy crazy as hell. Like, bruh, if my partner check on me and make sure I'm straight, bruh, I'm gonna check on my nigga and make sure he's straight. Just like I'm gonna check on my white homeboy, and I'm gonna check on my Chico too. I'm gonna check on, hey, make sure my boy's straight. They check on me. They know I work hard. They know I work 5 days a week. They know I'm going in. I'm trying to get it. So, but they still gonna check on me, make sure I'm straight.
Yep.
Man, y'all crazy, man. That boy Kill, he wild, boy.
How do you feel about what he said? Do you feel like systemic racism is something that's like holding people back or impacting people every day?
It's two sides to that coin, bro. It's two sides to the coin. It all depends on where you trying to bust a move. Yeah. If I'm trying to bust, it'll be real easier for me to go and get me a home where majority is Hispanic and black. It'll be easier. If I'm trying to go over here where they at, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna catch a little resistance. But if my paperwork, you know what I'm saying, add up, now there's things, there's avenues that I can go to and get a lawyer and say, y'all ain't gonna redline me. You know what I mean? You can't do this. You know what I'm saying? This is illegal. You know what I mean? But it depends on where you're trying to go. It definitely is where you're trying to go. If you're trying to, how about this? Because we both are from that state.
Yeah.
Not that this state It's just this portion of the state in which we live in is not like that. But if we go towards, further back where these guys are actually from here, live here, like there's no Cali guys, there are no New Mexico guys, there's no Colorado guys. See, we have a melting pot here where we are, happen to be in this portion of Texas. But if we go back a little bit further, about 30, 45 minutes, we'll run into that.
Yeah.
So just because it doesn't exist in this area in which we live, because where I'm from, if I was trying to get a home on a particular side, I call that renting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, this is 2018. I'm going to a side of Claremont trying to get a home. And I went in, we seen the home, was like, hey, I like this home. I want this. She was like, okay, it's gonna be this amount security deposit, blah, blah, blah. I said, no problem, got the bread. Matter of fact, I went, got the bread. You know what I mean? So I said, oh my God, like so much cash. I'm like, yeah, I'm a barber. Oh, okay. That's so she understood that this is the cash industry. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yeah, I got the first, I got the last. I had already seen, what the numbers were online. So I was already prepared to show her I was prepared. So just go ahead and do what you need to do, background, boom, whatever the case may be. Let's go and get this going. You know what I mean? One of my clients, who happened to be a probation officer, came in. I told him where I was going to get the house. He said, she's not going to rent to you. And he's a no nonsense. Ain't like he come in and he kicked the bobo with everybody in the shop. He's not, hey, how you guys doing? Good to see you guys. Hey, crack jokes and all that. No, he's not that type of guy. No nonsense type of guy. He comes in, he gets his cut, he pays, he leaves. When we just happen to have, I don't give a damn who you will. If you sit in my chair, we gonna have a conversation. I don't care if Rock to Donald J. Trump, you gonna sit in my chair, we gonna have a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up at you. So at the end of the day, when we sat down that day, I was like, I happen to be moving from this side of town to this side of town, and I told him where the home was. He said, oh, she's not gonna rent to you. So he knows this. And being law enforcement, this. This is a woman who holds this type of, animosity towards the other race. So who knows what her husband taught her or her father taught her. And it's a 70-year-old woman.
Have we ever thought about that systematic racism is actually just a result of our own actions?
Yeah, it is.
like what I always like. It doesn't make it right, but I always tell people that is sometimes you have to look at we don't know what experience that person that doesn't look like us had to now not want to rent to someone that looks like you.
Yeah.
It's like we discount what other people may have experienced, then we put a label on it so that we play a lot of victims in the African American community.
Because we are. I mean, most of the time that's what that is. That is being a victim. Like at the end of the day, even giving this young man information about going out and presenting himself for a job. Yes, he has to dress a certain way. He has to make sure his hair is cut. Make sure because bro, you gonna look just like Jabari that came in. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not to just use that name or anybody, just use a black, black name. You look just like him. Yeah. And he was a little numbskull. And he was a little asshole. And he always wore his pants like this. Said, yeah, you coming in just like he came in. Let's see how you look at it, but see if you make it a 30-day probationary period. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, it does exist. But at the same time, I was telling him, I said, man, try not to be the black man that makes them hate all black men. Yep. And do they have to tell their child that? I would say yes as well. Make sure that you are a representation of this last name.
we have to also ask ourselves too is when we were creating something, why were we still so concerned about what the other group of people were doing? Like, people forget how popular the Negro Baseball League was.
Mm-hmm.
Satchel Paige, all these other people.
Mm-hmm.
And then finally, and see, this is for my black people out there. I'm gonna explain something to y'all. Like, sometimes I think y'all miss the writing on the wall. White people are white people are always 10 steps ahead of us. And let me explain. We praise Jackie Robinson for breaking the color barrier. Jackie Robinson breaking the color barrier was just another version of the Willie Lynch story provided to you in the sports atmosphere. Because that black man broke barriers, but he still went to racist states where he was getting called a Negro. He was still getting called a nigger. He was still getting stuff thrown at him. The white man never protected Jackie Robinson just because he broke a color barrier. Then y'all seen the money that Jackie was making. So y'all wanted to then dismantle this Negro League because y'all feel that you are just as talented as Jackie, or I want to play with the white people where the money was, but it was just their play to get you guys over there. They knew how intelligent, they knew how athletic y'all was. They knew how good y'all was. They knew that if they stay together too long, there won't be no Major League Baseball league. It's gonna be nothing but a Negro league.
Yeah, and it backfired.
We do this everywhere, man.
And it backfired. Now it's all Spanish. Got your ass.
Dominican Republic, yep, all of them.
The powers that be, like, slowly but surely, man. Just as easy as Alex Rodriguez can own the Minnesota Timberwolves, you know what I mean? And Magic Johnson at one point was, Magic Johnson is, a part of a group that owns the Washington Commanders. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan broke a barrier being a part owner, Jay-Z being a part owner in the Brooklyn Nets and the Charlotte Hornets, or the Washington Wizards. I take that back. And, it's barriers being broken bit by bit, but we probably won't see it. We probably won't see when, this new generation pushes all the old narratives out. You know what I mean? By that time, they mind so toward, like, they thinking that it's going to happen. It's going to be like total anarchy. That's why everybody got these damn bunkers. That's why everybody want to go to Mars. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody want to escape and live in the woods. Can you survive outside? Be like, bro, all this technology, you really think about living outside? Look where your mindset is going. We look into a brighter, more technical age future, and they thinking about, they've been in the technical age for so long. You know what I mean? Like, there was a time where if you had an iPad or a tablet, you was a rich kid in class, and now everyone has a tablet, everyone has an iPad. You know what I mean? Like, some kids probably got 2 or 3 of them bits. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, now that we're catching up, they thinking like it's gonna be total anarchy. You know what I'm saying? And that's the simple mind of even the rich. I don't think just because he has millions, he's intelligent.
Yeah.
Most of the most intelligent guys are still living poor because they have no savvy. I always ask the parent, do you want your child to be savvy or do you want your child to be smart? Yeah. I'd rather that child be savvy and can maneuver in any position, know how to, turn it on and turn it off, yeah. and know when to say when, and know how to say what, you know what I mean, and where to say what, and understand his surroundings, and understand that you're in that type of community, and know how to keep your peace and hold your head. Do better than I did because I'm the one that gonna slap.
But look, everybody that you just named, right? Rodriguez, Magic Johnson. Who else you named? You named who?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan. All those people that you name me one time they stood up for any cause or had any opinion on anything that has affected the Black community.
I would say not that I can remember. I could say two of them, which is Magic and Mike, a couple situations. But they do more with their outreach groups and individuals that they see that they want to deal with.
Yeah, I know what you're saying, but I'm saying, where is the outrage for those people? Like, nobody's no, you don't hear Magic Johnson doing anything for Pride Month.
Man, look,
his son.
What? Man, that is showing. That is possibly
he was HIV positive too.
To a player that was in the league that was a player. You know what I mean? Like, the last thing that he would have ever thought that, even though he survived HIV, would be his son that you named after you would be on a whole nother spectrum than you would be. Man,
it's because
I'm supporting Pride Month every month because I know that boy don't work.
But everybody protected the life for Magic Johnson, man. Magic Johnson is the only man that I've known in my 39 years of living who got caught positive with HIV and nobody even put the gay label on him or near him.
Nah, because they knew he was a player.
That don't mean nothing.
But hold on. Not Dwayne Wade.
Everybody called him out his name.
Man, look, man, hey, bro, because look,
hey,
because I'm telling you why.
Because we found out Al Green was doing his thing once he passed away. Like,
hey, bro, I'm gonna say this. Black community, please don't get in the outrage. Please don't. I be thinking most of these preachers is. I be thinking most of these choir directors is. I think most of them, I mean, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I think most of them is like that. I think most of them do swing that way. I think majority of them, like, deviant behavior is just in them. It just is what it is. You know what I mean? You ran, like, most people, I would say, like myself and you, we go to get that word, to stay on track, to suppress these, you know what I'm saying, these demons, make sure, you know, we keep our mind right, fill us up with that light, because we in our mind got a lot of darkness.
Mark,
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these other cats, I mean, they trying to get saved. Cause boy, they got something else going. They looking at. See, I look at God as my father. I look at God as my lane opener. You know what I mean? Like, he opened lanes for me, protects me and shields me. They looking for Superman. They looking for a Marvel character. They need somebody to save them, but they mind be ooh-wee. But they be on something else. And man, I understand. Like, most of them, man, it just seems like all that stuff be coming out.
Yeah.
When they get into the music industry is the devil. But they holler out 666 like it ain't nothing. 666 like it ain't nothing. I sold my soul like it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't no house nigga. There ain't nobody else around me is no house nigga. We are all mediators.
Yeah.
Between the truth and the bullshit.
Facts.
And that's just what it is. This episode is titled "Use a House Nigga." Them two men that we have, you know, coming up on the screen, Freezy and Anton Daniels, you know what I mean? Hey man, we the mediators between the truth and that bullshit.
Yeah.
And the only thing they telling you is, let me be Luther for a second. Let me get out on the floor. Let me be Luther for a second. The only thing they trying to tell you is, man, look, stop holding on to that fuck ass crutch or the systemic racism. Stop holding on to this fuck ass crutch. Or if they trying to hold you down, they got a foot on your neck. 9 times out of 10, you wouldn't have had that run in had you been where you were supposed to be. How about that? Get up, go get the bag, bring your black ass home, and you won't have these issues. You want to go to the bar, you want to drink and drive and do all that, then you're going to run into old buddy. You want to be in the parking lot, just hanging out Friday, Saturday night, they waiting on your dog ass.
Facts.
You just failed from doing 5 years for a possession charge. You bring your stinking ass home. Hey, that officer that pulled you over and arrested you, he's now a sergeant, and he's trying to get more stripes off your dog ass. You think your people don't know he coming home? You think all these arrests that he made, he ain't clocking you and making sure when your ass coming home so he can watch out for you? Because you said some silly shit like, man, I'm gonna get your pussy when I see you. He waiting on your ass too. He's scared. He waiting on 3 o'clock at the bell ring. He watching you too. You gotta be sharper than the system. You gotta know how to maneuver through the system. You gotta be savvy out here in these streets. And you listening to these gentlemen, you want to call them a house nigga because you don't agree, because they ain't in the fight for you. And every damn black issue that come up, bro, it don't work like that, bro. I can't handle my business and yours too, bro.
Big facts.
I can't. All right. So for all the felons out there, I can't do my time and your time too. So at the same time, while we out here, we call it this great soil and this motherfucking chain gang that we call United States of America. Yeah, I can't do my time and your time too, bro. Yeah, man, it's gonna be something that's gonna upset me, man, that I want to ride for. But everything ain't gonna hit the same. Everything don't hit the same, man. You know what I mean? Mike Brown didn't hit like this one.
Yeah.
Trayvon didn't hit like this one. George Floyd didn't hit like this one. Sandra Bland didn't hit like this one. That woman that got killed by that cop, you know what I'm saying, in Illinois, Southern Illinois, didn't hit like this one. It just hit a little different. And they want you to get in the uproar so they can slide that shit up underneath you. It ain't systemic. It's not thinking. Just think, bro. Every fight ain't your fight. All skin folk ain't kinfolk, but it's all good. That ain't your business.
Yeah.
If they ain't, then why the hell you worried about it? You don't like what's being said, then nigga don't tune in.
Yeah.
Because the ones that spin them facts, I'm gonna be tuning in, man, and I'm gonna come back and regurgitate to my audience so they know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Just good men, man, just trying to have a good life, man.
Yeah.
I just want my circle to be right, man. That's it. You know what I mean? And dog, hey, Kel, man, if you watch it, bro, you ever talk about my dog Freezer like that again, man? Why don't talk about my folk like that, man? Man, that's a good dude right there, bro.
Yeah.
Good God-fearing dude, man. You understand? Yo. And if he with Anton, hey, he bought some.
Mm-hmm.
Real talk. If Anton calling them a friend, you know what I'm saying? My boy get his on too, bro. So hey, don't get it twisted now. Don't get it twisted. Got something to say about my boy Norm, man. Hey, man, he ain't by himself, cuz. He ain't by himself, boy.
You say it any better. I keep telling people, man.
We got us a psycho on the side too, boy. We got us a psycho over here. He come wrapped in a very light skin, a very light skin attire. That young man ain't with the head, bro. I don't want to be on the wrong side of that. I'm be on the wrong side. Boy, tell me, boy, Scotty coming, boy. I'm trying to tell you, gonna be in your bushes. He gonna be in your bushes.
Baby fly. I'm
trying to tell you. Man, hey, I want to get that last. I want to get the last of that out with Kel before, because I think that he jumped off. You know what I'm saying? And I think the boys had something else to say.
Okay, bet.
Yeah.
Big dog. Hold on. Hey, Kev. Respectfully, bro. Like, I'm not the type of person to mute people. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let you get your shit off.
We ain't got to mute him.
Well, hold on, Freezy. I'm gonna let him get his shit off. Like, I don't mind you saying whatever you want to say. Like, I don't censor people. I don't do none of that. But you gotta at least, bro, like, you gotta let people talk, like, get their shit off too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Well, here's my thing. You can't lie, bro. Like, I haven't given Freezy shit. Everything that Freezy got, he got it on his own too. So
okay, cool. I know you asking, was he straight? Did he need something?
Yeah, because that's my homie. And if me saying, do you need something, ain't got nothing to do with money. It could be, yo, bro, because we kick it with each other and we support each other in real life. We talk in real life. We cool in real life. And so I could check on my mans and say, hey, man, you need something? It could be, yo, more support. It could be a reference. It could be anything. So when did it be? Wait. When did it become?
Have I asked you, are you good?
100%. 100%.
Okay.
So when did it become an issue if we fuck with each other in real life for us to have each other back?
No, but you was like, you need something though. You need something, Freezy? You cool over there? You need something?
Yeah, what is that? What is that?
Let me know
what that meant to you. What that meant to you?
It sounded like you needed a loan or something, nigga. Like
So it sounds like you thinking about money and you projecting. You bro?
I'm always thinking.
Do you need something? Do you need something?
That's why I'm fighting for reparations. Reparations.
Listen, man. Listen, bro. Listen. God bless you. My stance on it is that I'm never ever going to advocate for it. If you get it, God bless you. But that's your fight. That's not my fight.
Would you sign an opt-out form? Would you opt out?
What is an opt-out form?
Saying that you ain't getting no reparations if it go through.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that. Sure.
Okay, for sure. That's all good. That's all I need to know.
Okay, so why did you come up here with so much smoke calling us niggas and shit though?
Yeah, that's what you needed to hear.
Oh, he hung up. I mean, it is what it is. You know, Freezy, you got the energy for that. I don't have the energy for it.
You can't give it that energy, man. You can't give it that energy, man. Look how that's. I'm telling you, Plug. I think that's one of our number one issues in our society as Black people. We hear things the way we want to hear them. We don't take words for what words mean. We don't care about the definition of a word. If I feel that you call me this, that's how I feel about it, and I'm willing to risk my life. I'm willing to crash out because you said a certain word to me.
You know, you catch my pause sometimes when you ask me a question, and I go, because I'm fighting through my blackness and my fear of niggerish. You know, my fear of niggerism. You know what I'm saying? I'm fighting through it, bro. I'm fighting through it. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. Now the logic kick in and be like, okay. You know what I mean? It's a battle. It's a constant battle. You know what I mean? And I don't pray about it. I don't pray about it. I'm fighting through it on my own. Maybe if I give it to God, he can come and help me with it. But I'm fighting through it. You know what I mean? I'm fighting through it. I'm here with it.
I don't know what it is. It's like our radar go up when we hear something the way we just go straight into our own thought process.
Yeah,
like, bro, I don't get it, man.
That's just us, man. That's just us as a people, man. You know, we're gonna evolve and we're gonna get better. We've been getting better. You know what I mean? And we just gonna keep praying for our people, man. Keep praying for our people. And I tell y'all this, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. If you lasted this long, you know what I mean. It's always a pleasure to have my boy Norris on here from Souls of Thought. You know, you get an opportunity, man. Slide on over to my boy page, man, and enjoy that great content my boy put out on a regular basis. And don't forget, if this is Sunday night, this Wednesday, we will be going live with Grown Folks Business over on Souls of Thought. You never know who might drop in. You know,
Yeah,
we might have to come and get Freezy on if he ain't on his
yeah,
own,
yeah.
and get him to drop on in, and we go ahead and have a good time on this thing. You know what I mean? And hopefully we'll see y'all there. Y'all have a wonderful evening, morning or afternoon, whichever time y'all watch this program. And y'all have a great one. Norris, you want to leave people with something?
Hey man, each day is another day to get better. My motto is chop wood, carry water. For y'all who never read that book, you should go read that book. Chop wood, carry water, man. And the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So that's
Yeah. And y'all be easy, man. We out. Peace.